Snow White was about to take a bite of the poisoned apple, and the old witch was secretly snickering to herself. However, the princess had already seen through her little scheme. She pulled out a small knife, deftly cut off a small piece of the apple, and then handed it to the old witch. The old witch was caught off guard. In just one short month, the naive little princess, who had only left the palace once, had grown into a cold and aloof queen. It all started on Snow White's 18th birthday when she wanted to go out and attend a banquet. But the queen grabbed the princess's black hair and warned her not to leave. The princess didn't dare disobey because the queen was her stepmother, who didn't love her and even envied her beauty. Snow White's own mother had passed away 18 years ago, and the king had sacrificed himself in the Black Forest. Since then, the queen had taken over the entire kingdom and kept the princess imprisoned forever. At first, the innocent princess thought this was to protect her, but on her 18th birthday, she received her father's legacy, a dagger symbolizing freedom and courage. The maid told her that the queen was about to destroy her father's kingdom, so the princess put on a cloak and quietly slipped out of the palace. As soon as she entered the small forest, she heard cries for help. Following the sound, she discovered two men hanging from a tree. The two men were princes from a neighboring country who had been attacked by 7 dwarfs and robbed of everything except their underwear. The princess felt sorry for them and helped untie the ropes, accidentally falling into the prince's arms in the process. The atmosphere suddenly became ambiguous, and the princess hastily said goodbye. However, they hadn't gone far before they both looked back at each other. Their story was just beginning. That evening, the princess arrived at a nearby village and happened to encounter a baron collecting taxes for the 20th time. This money was all used to satisfy the queen's desires, and even the castle was built with gold. The magic mirror told the princess that the kingdom was on the verge of collapse, but the queen didn't care about the life or death of the people and only wanted to use her beauty to seduce handsome princes. However, now there was an even more beautiful Snow White, so the queen decided to poison the princess. When the princess returned to the castle, she cried about the miserable state of the kingdom. Now she was determined to take back her father's kingdom.